So, with this new Brawl Stars update, a lot came out, including 6 new hypercharges. Well, in today's video, I'll be discussing about the top 5 best hypercharges to get inside of Brawl Stars. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so let's kick off this video with the 5th best hypercharge that all of you should consider buying, and that is Dynamite's Hypercharge Boomer. When activated, Dynamite Super spawns 8 smaller bombs in any direction upon detonation. Similar to his fidget spinner gadget, each dealing damage to any enemies caught in their blast radius. With the passive damage boost and his demolition star power, his super can deal 7,500 damage, which is enough to one-shot a myriad of the brawlers. Even if you directly hit it and still manage to hit the brawler with his smaller 8 dynamites, the damage potential rises. This is a great hypercharge, especially if you cycle it, because it can be a potential team wiper. Even though this hypercharge did receive a nerf, its potential still holds itself, and a good dynamite player can really change the tides of the game. Next up on this list is Fangs Hypercharge Dragon Kick. When activated, Fangs super can go through walls. In addition, he drops pieces of popcorn that follow the super path and behave identically to those of his corn fu gadget, but each deals 1,140 damage. Fang gains a 25% speed boost as well as a 15% damage and shield boost. This hypercharge itself looks good and is pretty effective due to the fact that you can super both through walls, which leaves enemies that are hiding behind walls in peril, and they'd have no choice but to battle it out, especially if they are trying to recover, and he can deal additional damage to other enemies as well because of the popcorn, and that also has so much kill potential as well. Keep in mind that this hypercharge is mainly used for aggression, so be careful not to be on low health. And so in conclusion, this is why Fangs Hypercharge is a recommended one that you should get. Let's now move on to the 3rd best hypercharge, and that is Edgar's Hypercharge Outburst. So we get it. This hypercharge got nerfed, but it is still extremely broken, and the team wipe potential still feels like it's there. When activated after using his super, Edgar turns red, doubling his supercharged rate and reload speed for 5 seconds. He also gains a 15% damage boost, a 15% shield boost, as well as a 24% speed boost. Pair this with his Fisticuff star power and you receive 25% more healing. It could be additional as well because of the hypercharge, but I don't recall it all. Also, pair this with his hardcore gadget and you also receive a shield with 3,300 health. This also allows Edgar to stay alive longer and kill brawlers much easier. For Edgar to be most effective, it really comes down to his hypercharge, so attempt to farm it in the most efficient way possible. Anyways, this is why Edgar's hypercharge is broken right now. Moving into the top 2, alright. So, the next hypercharge on this list is actually one of the new hypercharges, and that is Sandy's Hypercharge Swift Winds. Sandy grants himself and his allies 20% increased movement speed while inside of his super. His super will also silence enemies for 0.5 seconds when it lands, if it lands on them. His hypercharge doesn't affect passive effects like the Speed Gear's speed boost or Bo's Circling Eagle's star power. This gadget works on spawnables like Nita's bear, Penny's cannon, or Jessie's turret. However, it won't affect passive turrets such as 8-bits and Pams. Sandy also gains a 25% speed boost and a 25% damage boost and a 5% shield boost. The reason as to why it is broken, because his super in general can help him and allies to maneuver around the map and alter enemy positions. But with his hypercharge, it is a bigger possibility when you end up silencing enemies, because you can pull a last minute attack on them, allowing you to maybe even potentially get the kill faster, and you having an increased speed can help him and allies to get around places much quicker. And it can really help in the both aggressive and defensive aspect. Pair this with his healing wind star power, and you can also heal for 300 health per second whilst in his super. Anyways, this is why Sandy's Hypercharge currently shines right now. Last but not least, it is definitely a surprise, but it is Leon's Hypercharge Limbo. Leon is a great brawler in terms of getting super quickly, and his Hypercharge even shines. When activated, if Leon attacks while using his super, he remains invisible. He also gains a 25% damage and shield boost as well as a 20% speed boost. This literally gives enemies more of a surprise, as they'd have to play more cautiously, and even if you attack, they potentially still wouldn't know where you are, as you are still invisible. The thing is, you could quite literally obliterate the enemies too within no time. If you use his Invisi-Heal star power, you also heal up by 1360 health per second in your super, and you also use his mythic gear to add an additional 2 seconds to his super. Leon, I'd say, is definitely a good carry brawler too, and his Hypercharge can really change the tides of the game as long as you can play more sneaky within your super and genuinely leave enemies in confusion. Therefore, this is why Leon's Hypercharge is a well-deserved first place. Alrighty everyone, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. But also let me know down in the comments below how many of the new Hypercharges you've gotten. And also let me know if you agree with this tier list or not. I'll be happy to accept opinions. Anyways, join my Discord server in the description. Have a good one. Peace out, guys.